All right, boys, so we made $255,000 in a single month, all from tapping into and hijacking hidden niches. And this is a strategy I've seen literally nobody on YouTube or any type of course talk about. So I'm gonna reveal all the sauce in this video. And guys, this is the exact same strategy I've used across dozens of my stores. And not only will you see extreme profitability, but also consistent results month over month over month. So these aren't gonna be products that you're gonna test and have it spike up for a month and then just completely die out. And listen, guys, I've been dropshipping for quite some time now. I've literally seen it all. I've taken people from 0 to their first 10K month, people hitting their first 1K days, 50K months, 100K months, even another inner circle member, Kuyu, who hit his first $200,000 month, all from implementing these strategies. So if you've tried and just have failed at dropshipping or you're brand new to it, this video is going to be perfect for you. And again, you guys don't have to buy anything from me. You guys can literally just take everything I'm about to teach in this video, implement it, and it could actually change your life. So before we get into the strategy, I want to go over a few things on how we are able to get to these $255,000 months consistently month over month and very profitable. So let's get into it. There's going to be two things we're not going to do. And number one is just spam testing random products. You're probably testing like a bunch of random products. You're losing 100 here, 250 there, 500 here. And this adds up and you're just going to be ending up losing a bunch of money testing random products that weren't going to work in the first place. And the second thing we're not going to do is just spend days looking on Callo data. Everybody is looking on Callo data. And so you want to look where people aren't looking. So if everybody and their mom is doing this, you want to be a bit different. And so you've probably heard the quote, if you want extraordinary results, you have to do extraordinary things. You can't just be doing the ordinary. Otherwise, you're just going to end up in the same boat you're in now with low profits, high competition, and either it's just not profitable enough to scale or just doesn't scale to the numbers that you want it to. So what we're going to do differently is actually hijack hidden niches. We're going to tap into these hidden niches. Everybody's looking for the broad surface level things like just fitness supplements or beauty or gadgets or pet care, fashion, home decor, skincare, outdoor supplements, whatever. You want to go into that hidden niche or hidden market. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these niches. They're completely fine, but you want to dig a layer deeper and go into a subsection that might not just be like the regular creatine gummies or whatever else it may be. And so just to give you an example of this, the traditional product research method is just everybody sees the same product on Callo data. You rip the same product, you rip the same creatives, same audiences, same meta auction. You're going against literally the same people. But with this hidden niche strategy, there's markets, and I know I'm saying niches, but we could just call it like a sub market. For example, neurothepy support, or however you pronounce that, or beekeepers or woodworkers or RV owners or horse owners. These are very large markets and it ensures a higher success rate because most of these products you might not have even known that exists, but there's an insane pool of buyers with their wallets out ready to pay. And so this is how I like to explain this. So if you're doing the traditional product research method where you have the same product, same creatives, everything, if we have this little L graph right here, and this is the 10K per day mark because everybody wants to hit 10K days, right? You're going to have a bunch of people that have already scaled to this. You have this guy doing it. You have this guy doing it. This is the 10K day line. Maybe you have some at 5K day. Let's just put this at 5K day. And these people are crossing these metrics. And then there's you. You come in and you're like, all right, let me try and do the same thing. You're literally ripping the same product, same creative, same everything. You're only bound and stuck to get half of the results of what you are copying because these guys are spending a lot of money on Facebook, have all the data. They're already up here. You're going to struggle to even get to that point, if not even half of that point. You might get there, but because of how much they're going to be continuously increasing spend, you're just going to end up getting outbid out of the auction and just see a result like this. So that's why you guys probably see a store go from this to this, because you guys are constantly competing with other people and they're just spending more and doing a better job at creatives, which is why you see your Shopify dashboard go up and then down. And so what we want to do instead is literally exponential. So let's say this is the 10K a day mark. This is you right here. You will have no other people. You won't have all of these other people to try and outcompete or use their same creatives or whatever it might be. And so you will just continuously see a consistent linear scale. Maybe there'll be some dips or whatever, but you'll continuously see a linear scale. And guys, I'm not making this up. This is literally a store that I scaled from 0 to $1 million in just a couple months. And we were at complete zero. This is literally what the graph looks like. And this is the result of tapping into these hidden products or hidden markets that nobody else is tapping into. And so this is a strategy you've never seen before. It's not going to be Callo data. I'm not saying Callo data is trash. We're still going to be using it as a part of the strategy, but it's not going to be our first go-to. And so how we're actually going to use this strategy is involving Amazon. So typically on Amazon, if we go and search, for example, ankle pain. There's going to be a lot of different products in this niche, but these are products that are at the top. These are products that have been in Amazon best selling. They already have Amazon Prime for them. And so we don't really want to go for these products because again, there's going to be a lot of competition and most likely it's already being advertised by some beasts on Facebook ads and TikTok ads or whatever else it may be. And so what we're actually going to be doing is abusing these filters on this left side right here. And so there's a lot of good filters on here, but there's also a lot that Amazon actually hides and is actually encoded within the URL. So you could change these URLs to be able to see different sorting features and abilities. Guys, this is the first time you've seen this strategy. So if you hear it from anywhere else, know that it came from me, all right? Anybody trying to claim that this is theirs, chill out, relax. And so some of these filters are valuable. Like for example, this one, we want to see products that are in the $15, $20 range or $20 and above range. But the one that we're looking for, Amazon just doesn't have for some reason. So what I did is I'm going to give you guys access to this website right here. I'll leave it below. You guys can go to the Amazon recent product scanner. And what this is going to do is allow you to use filters that don't even exist on this left sidebar. For example, listed in the past 7 days or 30 days or 90 days. And the pricing, for example, 15 to 20 or over 20. Now this one we can access regardless, but it's just here for convenience purposes. So what we're going to do is go over to the past 30 days. We're going to choose products that are over 20 bucks and we're just going to choose one of these keyword presets, or you could just come up with your own. Obviously, if you come up with your own, it's better because it's just not going to be on the ones people see. We can even go into these different niches like trending problems, and we could do like sciatica or whatever. And then just go ahead and click scan, and it's going to open a new tab with Amazon search, and you could see all of these products are in this last 30 days filter that Amazon usually hides from us. And so you guys can see new on Amazon in the past month, new on Amazon in the past month. These are all new products that Amazon sellers are adding to Amazon, and Amazon sellers don't just randomly buy a ton of units, ship it to Amazon and start selling it. They're typically selling it because there's a demand for them. And so you guys can see neuropathy, nerve support. And guys, I know this is cracked. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more in the inner circle. We do weekly calls. We literally scaled Kuya to over $200,000 per month. So if you thought this was valuable, I'll leave a link for the inner circle for anybody who's interested. Again, you guys don't have to join, but if you guys need that extra support, more strategies, more sauce, more game, go ahead and apply using the link in the description. But anyway, let's get back to this. So you guys can see neuropathy, nerve support. This is a product that's new on Amazon in the past month, and this looks like something that will pop. And so what we can do once we're on the listing is copy the product name and go into a tool like Calodata, which will further validate the concept and provide us with creatives or whatever else we may need. So if we go into Calodata, type this in, we can see if there's anything similar. It doesn't even have to be exact, it could just be similar, and that way we can prove if this concept is worth selling. So it shows me that if in the last 30 days it's only done 13,000, it's not too hot. But if we go over to the videos, you can see that this video alone, this one video has made $12,000 in sales on TikTok. And guys, the cool part about this isn't a Calodata listing that if you're just regularly scrolling on Calodata, you will look at and be like, oh my God, I need to sell this product. But now because we've reversed engineered, we've seen that this is a new product on Amazon and it might have a chance of being trending. We could also be very early to this high. So another thing we could do to even validate this further is go into Facebook ads library, which is just a library of all the active ads on Facebook, paste that keyword from Amazon and see if there's other people running ads to it. So we can see if we click learn more, there are people that are running ads to this nerve support type of thing. And you can even go on Google Trends and see if this is even something that's recently trending or is something that's been around. So we could go sort by worldwide and do 2024 present. And we can see that it is somewhat on an uptrend. This is somewhat trending. So now that we see that this is trending, we can see the direct correlation between this product being listed new on Amazon and the trend cycle. Meaning now we're looking at this Calodata listing from a completely different POV. Not that it has $13,000 in revenue, but we're looking at it from a perspective of we're early to the game. But you can see how this is really powerful. Let's do tennis elbow and click scan. And you can see there's a lot of products for this tennis elbow niche. Like you can see this is new on Amazon, 30 bucks for this ice wrap or whatever it is. And typically a really good sign is if there's multiple new listings in a short amount of time. So you can see we have multiple listings by different people in a short amount of time. And so again, what we can do is go into one of these listings, and once we're in it, just copy the keyword elbow ice pack, go into Calodata and see if there's anything that's actually trending for this. Okay, so it looks like these ones don't really have too much in sales, but there are people adding this to TikTok shop. Let's just go ahead and search ice pack and see if that works. So we have this one right here. This is pretty cool. It's a hand ice pack. So you pretty much wear it and it reduces swelling. And you can see this listing only has $30,000 in revenue in the past 30 days. In the past 90 days, it has 90,000 in revenue. And if we go over to videos and ads, you can see that these are videos posted this year and it literally did $21,000 in sales, 18,000, 8,000, 7,000. And guys, it gets better. So let's say we want to actually sell this ice pack thing right here, whether it's this one or this one, whatever you end up going with, you can copy the CaloData link or the Amazon link. Let's just do this CaloData link for now. And we could go over to our Shopify store. I'll leave a link below to create your Shopify store for completely free if you haven't already. But we can use Store Launch AI to build a store completely around this. So we can click generate now, and you can see just simply by pasting a product URL. You can paste Shopify, AliExpress, Amazon, Etsy, TikTok Shop, CaloData, whatever product URL that you have, you could paste it in here. It's going to detect the product. And in this example, I'm using a CaloData product. You can even select a product from your existing store. And so you can see it says found product on CaloData. Now, if we scroll down, you could choose one of the store launch themes that Store Launch provides. So you can choose one of these for now, or you can go ahead and click match my theme. So if you already have your own theme, let's just say Shrine, for example, you can use this and it'll just duplicate your product page and put in this new product's information. So depending on how you want to go about it, you could do it. Let's just click the Store Launch theme for now and use that. And so this is a preview of what it will look like. And we could literally just go ahead and click build product page. And now it's going to take all the information from that CaloData listing or Amazon or wherever it might be and make an entire product page for you in literally like 2 minutes. Perfect. So once this is loaded, you can see there's a bunch of images. We could reorder this. We can even make AI images or lifestyle shots. Let's just make a lifestyle shot with this image right here and click generate. Perfect. So it just loaded these different lifestyle shots for us. So we could go ahead and add whichever one of these. I'm going to go ahead and add this middle one right here and just make it as the first product image, or actually let's just make it as the second one for now. And then click on continue to preview. And now you could see all of the images. You could see your entire store right here with literally everything made. We could choose the color, customize it. I'm going to keep it as blue. I'm going to edit this just to say wrist pack. I'm going to price this at $29.95. and put the compare at price as $49.95. I'm going to delete this, and then we could go ahead and click publish store. And now our entire store would be published from a product that we found. And in just a couple seconds, we'll have an entire store done for this product. And now we have our entire store. So if we click open theme editor, so we have a store that we can start advertising people to and sending people to this product page. Very clean, very high converting. And so once we have this, we can even add bundles to this just to make it even more appealing. So if we go over to this, we can go to the bundles and deals section right here. And so once we're on the bundles and deals, you can go ahead and click create bundle deal. We're going to just do the volume discount, the typical one. And this is how you can increase your average order value. So if your product's selling for 25 bucks, you can get people to spend upwards of 50, 60 bucks. So we're going to go ahead and do this and name this just video. I'm just going to name it whatever. This is only visible to us, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to keep it on all products for now, or you could select a specific product for this bundle to apply to. We'll keep it as this, and we can go ahead and go to the options. And for the single one, I typically don't like to provide a discount, so we can just leave it as 0. For buying 2, we'll provide a 10% discount. But for buying 2, we want to put like 10 or 15% off. You could see the actual price. And typically I like to do just dollar amount because it is a little bit cleaner with dollar amount. So if we do buy 2, they get 20 bucks off. It'll be 29 bucks. Let's just do 15 for now. And then for buying 3, let's give them 25 bucks off. So this is an incentive for them to actually purchase more. And we could change the design of it. If we go to style, we can make it blue to match our existing theme. We could add a border or do whatever else we want, but we're just gonna leave it as this and click on activate. And now if we go over to the store, let me go ahead and click view product page. You can see we have the entire store ready with bundles and literally everything that we need perfectly set up. And now the last step is to actually run Facebook ads to this. And so I don't like to overcomplicate this too much. There's a few different ways you can go about getting creatives. The first one is just getting CaloData or TikTok clips. The next one is editing AI creatives or just editing a bunch of mashup of different clips together, or image ads. This one's slightly underrated for some niches, so don't sleep on image ads. So what we're gonna do is do this exact structure right here. We're gonna have one CBO campaign at 100 bucks per day. And then we're gonna have 3 to 5 different ad sets under that CBO. And each of these are just gonna be targeting the US, and we're gonna leave the targeting completely broad for each of these ad sets. So we're not gonna really target anything specific because now the creatives do the targeting. So we'll have 3 to 5 different creatives. So I typically just do 3 to keep it simple. So you can have 3 ads, 3 ads, and 3 ads. So in total, you'll have around 9 ads, and you can see that all the content is literally right here. Like, these are proven videos that have made 35 grand, 25 grand, 21,000, 18,000, 8,000. Like these videos have really made money, and nobody on Calidata will pay attention to this product because it only has $90,000 in revenues. And so you want to let this campaign run for about 1 to 3 days. Typically, some good and bad signs are if your cost per click is under $1.50, you should be good. You're getting add to carts, you're getting sales, even better. And bad is just you're just getting no clicks. You have a very high CPC. You're not getting any add to carts. And so you obviously want to be looking for the good signs just to see that there's that demand for the product in the first place. But typically when it has super high CPCs, nobody's even clicking from your ad to get to the website. Something in the funnel, whether it's your creatives or just the product, is just cooked. But if you are getting a lot of clicks to your website and you're just not getting add to carts, it could be your offer that needs adjusting. So there's a lot of different things that go into it. And the one thing I will say is do not kill early. Do not kill early. Some people will literally turn off a campaign just because it has one bad day. Do not do this. You could cook your entire campaign and lose out on potentially making millions. The next thing is for scaling. It's pretty simple. In that same campaign that you're testing, that you started out at $100 per day, you can literally just up it to $250 if you are profitable and continue to add creatives while you're doing this. So if it's doing good at $250, up it to $500. If it's doing good at $500, up it to $1,000. But keep in mind, you want to do this while consistently adding new creatives to the campaign and new angles for the algorithm to feed off of. And just continuously increase it without changing a single thing. And so if you correctly do all of these steps, finding a product, building a store around it literally the same day, and running ads exactly how I told you, you should be on your way to cracking these 250K months. So again, without any further ado, if you guys did enjoy this video, drop a like. If you guys do want to apply to the inner circle, again, this was just the tip of the iceberg. If you guys want more sauce, more value, book a call to see if you're a good fit for the inner circle. I'll leave all the resources and tools that I talked about in this video for you guys for free down below. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.